Because, like I said, priorities. We can't do it all, and some of these things are like, why isn't this coin sending? And we need to take time to figure it out, and then we need to take time to find out how to fix it. When it comes to priorities, honestly, it's the development team and the stakeholders that are part of that kind of choose exactly what new coins are added. There's no simple answer. It's a really complicated question. We consider a lot of things. Sometimes it just comes down to how easy it is. It's a lot easier for us to add an ERC20 token than to add something that has a unique blockchain. And sometimes the blockchains that are out there aren't really easy to integrate with or aren't very secure. I know that there's one that we're trying to add, and there's some issues with that coin. And so we're like, all right, well, you guys figure your shit out. Talk to us when you got that figured out, and maybe we'll integrate it then.
Sorry guys, just heads up, we have to be out here by 8, so how about we go through the demo really quickly, and if you have any questions.
All right, we are going to do a quick demo. So when you get on the landing page of Prism, I'm already logged in here, and that's my login name, Prancing with Cats. Pretty excited about my kitties. So these are the leaders. So the leaderboard is total gains. Now there's a limit to 10 ether that so you can only have a Prism with up to 10 ether in it. And so these are the top Prisms up here, and it's the total gains. It's not the percent gains. It's the total gains that make these great. And so here's the buyer, or here's the Prism address. There's a buyer address. So it's this guy's Prism. His Prism is named, what was it, like Spark something? Yeah, Spark. And he's got some Bitcoin, some Litecoin, Monero. These are all of his things. He started with 8, and now it's at 9.83. He can sell it. He can rebalance. You can go back, look at some of these other ones here. Look at this guy. He's number 6, and it's all just Ripple. That kind of shows you how much Ripple has changed. So yeah, let's build our own Prism here. So I start here, plan my Prism. How big am I going to make my Prism? Let's make it 5 feet. Yeah, it's a lot. Got a lot of ETH here. So that's just what it starts as. Maybe I want some Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. Let's add some assets. What else do we want here? So here's some of the different assets we support. So you can really choose, and not all of these are assets that we support on Shapeshift, but they are assets that we will let you build your Prism out of. And so basically you say, like, I have this Prism that I'd like to do. I'd like maybe some grid coin in there. What do you guys want to see?
Potcoin.
Yeah, Potcoin. Hey, DC. What else do we want to see?
Nagai XMG.
XMG?
XMG.
Sorry, we don't got that one. Sorry about it. We might add it later though. This is beta, so it's not the full thing. Zcash and Doge. We'll add Doge for the last one. All right, and so it kind of took a little bit out of my Bitcoin when I added those, so I'll go to 100. And if you try to, I want 13 Potcoin. Oh, you got to change some things because we're at 112% now. So you gotta take out some stuff here. Let's see.
I think Smart Coin's on there, isn't it?
What's that?
I think I'm behind it. Never mind.
We already picked our coins, Will.
That's right.
You're late. You're late to the game. So yeah, we'll just do that. We'll take 8 out of this. So we'll just do something like that. And so that's basically what it's going to look like. My Prism value starts off with that much USD value. Gas fee, it takes a little bit to set up these smart contracts. So that's what you're going to have to pay. And then right now we don't have a closing fee or monthly fee.
What is that, 0.01%?
0.01% where?
The gas fee.
Gas fee is 0.05 ETH. I'm not sure. I don't think it changes depending on Yeah, no, it's a fixed fee right there.
Oh, it just happened to be 0.01% of what.
Yeah, now it's not.
Now it's not. Yeah.
So we're gonna review our Prism. Now here I would add in my address, my Ethereum address. And so what happens is we create a smart contract. Now you're gonna send Ether to this address, but it doesn't mean that we have your Ether. It means that the Ether is being stored on the smart contract. So we can't touch it. We can't cash it out for you. What's going to happen is when you're ready to close it, it'll change with the market, you know. So as Bitcoin goes up, and honestly, like I think it's kind of silly. Let's go back because I don't want to have. Oh, it just erased it. We'll build it again. I don't want to have Ether on mine because this is Ether based. So if Ether changes in value, if it goes up in value, that proportion of my Prism is not going to increase because I sent Ether there. If I send US dollars, then it would change because as Ethereum grows in value, it's worth more US dollars. But this is all Ether based. And so if you have a Prism that's 100% Ether, it's never going to increase in value because that's the base currency. So I'm going to get rid of the Ethereum and I'm going to add a few other assets. We'll just do this real quick.
Now I get to add it in there.
Smart coin. What's the symbol for that?
That was the Jedi mind trick.
I don't know. Now you're skunking me. I have no clue.
Smart coin. I don't know what that is.
All right.
Don't
worry about it. Move on.
Oh, big crystal.
Add some NXT in there.
Double up the pot coin. That's fine.
Yeah. So much pot coin in there. All right, we'll just throw around some numbers like that. Review Prism. All right, so I'm going to add in my address, and it will only cash out the Prism when my address sends it 0 Ether. And like I said, there's only some wallets that will allow you to send 0 Ether. So you have to make sure that you're using a wallet. My Ether wallet will do that. I believe Jax will do that, and Exodus will do that. And so try to, it's best if you create your address using one of those wallets because it'll let you do it. If you have any issues, our customer support team can help you out. But you put in your address here, and when that address sends 0 Ether, then the smart contract will close the Prism and send the total value back to that address. And so if you look, hang on, let me see. I don't have it up right now, but if you look on my Etherscan, one of the contracts, it'll have all this crazy information underneath it of like 0 Ether was sent to this address, and then within that smart contract, the second lines will say, this much Ethereum was sent to this address because it was closed. And so it's really cool to see smart contracts utilized in this way. When Rootstock is available with Bitcoin, we'll be able to integrate that as well. And so we'll have some Bitcoin-based prisms in addition to Ethereum-based prisms. But yeah, it's something that we're really excited about. It kind of bridges some gap between traditional finance where you have something along the line of a mutual fund, you can diversify your portfolio. This lets you have a diverse portfolio of assets with only one address, only one wallet. You only have to have an Ether wallet in order to more or less hold and see these different coins change in value. So it's something that we're excited about. Like I said, talk to me afterwards if you want to get in on it. Go to prism.exchange, register with the email address. Give me the email address you're using to register, and I will get you added within the next week or so, and you guys can play around with the Prism yourself. All right, question here.
Is this going to be usable or legal, I guess, for U.S. customers?
TBD.
Where are you pulling the coin value from?
I believe we pull from a lot of different sources, and so in the same way that CoinCap gives you instant rates on a bunch of different assets, we look at a bunch of different exchanges and kind of average it. We have some algorithms that give us the market value for coins, and they'll change all the time. So you'll see your Prism change every 30 seconds based on current value.
So when there was the Ether flash crash, what happened there? I think you guys were still running or you guys were
was that when?
This launched earlier this year, April, right?
This launched in April is when we publicly announced it. I don't think that had to do with our platform. Wasn't But when like that was released, and then Ether like had a day that they were just not doing well.